left side of the map, playing for the team MVP. This may be becoming a nightmare for this guy, but his ID is still...
MVP, Dream.
So close.
Yeah, man, those 3-3 battle cruisers raining hell upon him is something that has been in my nightmares, man.
I guess. All our nightmares.
I'm like trying to feed back when it doesn't work. I'm like, ah!
And on the right side of the map, in the blue, from the Team Slayers, the team named after him, I have the pleasure to announce...
Slayers, BoxeR.
A very unified crowd for this man.
Yeah.
Look at some of them right there.
Yep, there they are.
A lot of cheerfuls.
Yep, that says something, and that also says something in Korean. It's like an amoeba.
It's like
MLG
the
amoeba,
bottom part,
I don't know.
bottom right part used to be something else, but now it's BoxeR.
That's right. BoxeR. You know, Lean Octopus may be the Zerg version, but the Boxopus is, I don't know. He was all over the map last time, but not as much as he could have been. His scouting could have been a little bit better last game. We'll have to see what he decides to do this game as well.
Well, it looks like BoxeR is going to go for a 1 barracks expand this game, whereas Dream is taking his gas at very normal timing. Actually, I take it back. It looks like it was a gas first.
Your analysis is terrible, Wolf. I'm going to go to a Team Liquid poll and vote about it. All right.
Wolf BM?
Is Wolf BM?
That was my favorite, man. I actually just read that thread and I was like...
Well...
That was so funny. It was so funny you made that joke that's like actually a real thing that happened. I'm like, actually,
it did happen, I know. That's why I made it.
Oh, that's why you made it.
That's why I made it. Secrets
You made
out.
it just for me?
Just for you, Wolf. You got Wolf on my mind.
I'm like, well, that's a little BM, Doa. I guess I should make a thread called Is Doa BM? I like put D in brackets so people can discuss it.
Remember, I'm trying to be meaner lately. That's my goal. Oh. Those Marines are being a little bit mean to that SCV.
Well, that SCV, with his dying breath, was able to poke once with the fusion cutter on the supply depot. That could come into play later. Let us not
His drills can like stick in the side of the building, and later on, other SCVs are going to come and be like, that's the drill of that SCV that gave his life, man. He knew he was going to die. He just stuck his drill right in that building. It's a role model for everyone.
Die here. I was supposed to work.
The other SCVs are like, you apes want to live forever.
Second gas coming up here for BoxeR. Dream getting a starport. No second gas though, making Hellions in fact. Pushing it across the map. But BoxeR's putting on some pressure with 3 Marines and an SCV.
It's really the SCV that's the scariest part of all that.
Very true. No, I'm serious.
Oh yeah, I mean he can poke away. You can't really stutter step against that. Oh, but the Hellion comes in. That is going to change things.
I was going to say BoxeR better not retreat with those because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to die either way. He does manage to pick up the Hellion. Nice micro by BoxeR. Wow. Did that just happen?
It did happen.
Man.
Dream did not control his Hellion as well as he should have, but the key here is that Dream is able to keep his Banshee unscouted.
Yeah.
BoxeR's command center has been boldly made at the natural. His units are going to be spread a little bit thin after losing those Marines. When the Banshees get there, he does not have a starport just yet. It's on its way.
Yeah, that's the thing is BoxeR's not going to have stim. He's not going to have very many Marines. It is going to be difficult to defend against this. Now, he may actually have a Viking out like just in time to defend against this. His starport's finishing like right now, and the Banshee's got about like 15 seconds left, and then it has to come across the map. So if he makes a Viking right away, I think he's going to be okay. And he made a tank. Oh, he's making a tank. He actually doesn't have enough gas. There's the Viking right now. Never mind. So, might take a little bit of damage, but I think BoxeR's going to be okay with this.
He will be okay. There's no cloak.
Yep, he should be just fine.
And Dream is making command center. He's just doing a Banshee expansion. He's taking a second gas now. BoxeR sees everything with that scan.
Yep.
He's in the know. He does not see the starport, but he knows what's going on. He knows, based on everything else he's seen, he's like, well, why would he have a command center and a naked factory? Of course he's got Banshees coming. Already got the Viking ready. There's actually Hellions ready for Dream to sneak into the front if all the Marines get pulled to the back to deal with this Banshee.
Well, here comes the Banshee. He's going to try to do some damage, picking up a couple SCVs. BoxeR needs to pull his Marines back to respond to this. He does have a Viking, though, so that's really all he needs.
That's really all he needs. In fact,
It's a little bit dangerous, actually, to have those Marines.
I was going to say, you should just target down as many of these Marines as you can before he dies.
Yeah.
Nothing else is going to work.
We did get one.
Yep.
One Marine's not too important.
The worker count right now is 28 for Dream, 29 for Slayer's BoxeR. BoxeR, though, having his command center up and running means he's got better saturation. He's got double mules. Dream is about to have double mules. He's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
And BoxeR actually having a better unit composition as well, with 3 Vikings about to be out there, as well as having 2 siege tanks, something that Dream does not have. He's getting Blue Flame instead, which against siege tanks in a bunker is not going to be very effective.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, this would be a case, I would say, against getting Blue Flame so quickly. I mean, I think he's doing it because he has this idea that he wants to drop, you know?
Oh man, speaking of drops, he's sitting in the dropship he wants to pick up those Hellions with. But there's a Viking patrolling the flight pattern. There's also another Viking on the left side, so there's no real place for these to drop in except where the gold base used to be, where there's a supply depot to spot for drops.
BoxeR's actually playing. Oh, look at that!
Oh
catching
no!
Some Hellions as well. BoxeR's playing better today than I've seen him play in months. Honestly, better than the GSL. Like we mentioned, he's been playing okay at MLG, but we haven't seen this type of play from him in the GSL for quite a while. But yeah, I mean, this drop. Dream's going to try it again. It is just not going to work.
BoxeR's timing here actually could kill Dream. Guess how many units Dream has?
Oh no,
not
look at that.
A lot.
The patrolling Viking gets pulled away here. And BoxeR's going to need to be a little bit careful. Not a lot of SCVs at the main, but he's going into the natural.
He's got no units back at home, though.
Oh no. Oh no. BoxeR needs to be very careful. Oh, there is a tank out, so looks like he will be okay. Never mind. He's fine.
But BoxeR is actually looking so sick up here at the front. Dream's the guy who's got to worry now. He's going to take out this Viking, unless the Viking is mismicroed, but he can repair it. That was a close call.
Yep. BoxeR does lose the air advantage for the moment.
But BoxeR can actually just attack, move up this ramp if he wanted to. He's going to move it very carefully.
Well, with the SCVs there, it's a little bit dangerous.
He is even bunkering the top of that ramp, man.
Yeah.
He is just to slowly kill Dream here. Dream's going to pull the SCVs. He's landed the Viking.
I think Dream's going to need to go for it. He's going to need to go for it.
He needs
Does
to.
He
Here
have
he goes.
Enough? A 4th siege tank coming in right now. Hellions and SCVs trying to defend, but will it be enough?
I don't think so, man.
I think BoxeR's got it.
I think BoxeR has done it here.
I think he's done it.
The bunker is about to finish at the top of the ramp.
Yep, and when
More
it does,
tanks rallying in.
One Marine will jump inside, but actually the bunker won't finish because there's no SCV there building it. And BoxeR is gonna, have a hard time losing this game at this point.
Very true. He's got a 3rd command center going up. He's got 2 more gases being taken at his natural. Continue to rally Vikings forward for vision.
Yeah, this is so good by BoxeR. Just crisp timing, good decision making. This is the Slayer's BoxeR everybody's been wanting to see since like the open seasons of GSL. This is great. I mean, I feel bad for Dream having to meet BoxeR early in here, but I think he's a good Terran player obviously as well, but he's very much getting outclassed.
He's playing a little bit sloppy here. He keeps moving his units forward as if he's going to attack, and all he's doing is taking siege tank fire and then moving back.
Yeah, exactly.
He should be preparing to do one big push, but instead he keeps fighting in small places like this.
I feel for him
man.
It's so difficult to go up against something like this. Yeah. He's going to go for it now, but the positioning for the siege tanks for BoxeR is so good. He's got no hope of breaking it at all.
No hope at all, and that is going to be about it for Dream.
Yep, that should be it. He's going to pull his SCVs maybe one more time, but there's no more offensive units really.
Dream does not even have siege mode.
Yep, that is it. The fans for BoxeR are getting pretty excited, man, because they're about to see him move on. Get a good solid spot in the GSL. Here come the SCVs.
Secure a spot for next season with this.
Yeah.
BoxeR landing his Viking there, tearing through those SCVs like they're nothing.
Good pun. One last pun. And this is just it. GG! Slayer's BoxeR.
He's done
Guarantees himself a trip to at least the up and downs and a spot to Code S. If he wins 2 more best of 3s, he goes right into Code S. Going over to probably shake hands with his opponent, man or guy that he is. Dream obviously upset, but I think the better player won in that series.
Dream's build was not, the best one I've ever seen. It was not the most solid build. Yeah, like you said, BoxeR loves to do this. He loves to come and congratulate their opponent.
He's a really nice guy. I mean, if you, he's just a really nice guy. I mean, if you meet him in person, if you talk to him, he's very kind of a quiet, kind person, but obviously very good at StarCraft 2. You know, I have to admit, after seeing how BoxeR's been playing in the GSL for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 months or so, going into a match with him, you're like, oh, how is he going to play?
Yeah, you know, you're not really sure. But you know what? When I woke up this morning, I checked my liquid bets. I saw Dream versus BoxeR, and I was like, I think BoxeR's going to do this. You know, he's been improving a lot recently. Yeah. I know his opponent, Dream. I know Dream's style. And I was like, BoxeR can do this, and he did.
Well, what Sal and I were talking about as well is that BoxeR kind of was tending to play ahead of himself. He was trying to do things that were maybe too complicated and not quite polished and fleshed out yet, you know?
Yeah.
It's like he takes all the builds that people like practice to be like, oh, this is going to be cool someday. And BoxeR's just like, this is cool right now. I don't have it quite polished, but I'm going to try to do it in my matches and, you know, lose a lot because of it. But now, I mean, that was some very good, solid, refined play from Slayer's BoxeR. He definitely outplayed his opponent, deserves to get to the next round.
His timing in that second game especially was just so spot on. And he saw, okay, he knows there are a lot of Hellions, and he killed them, and he was like, I know exactly what's going on. What's going on is you don't have any units, and I do, and I have a command center, so this isn't even all in for me to push, but I'm going to push.
Yeah.
There was a scary moment with that Hellion drop, but he just had enough to hold off because he damaged those Hellions earlier, and he was totally fine. He lost quite a few SVs, but didn't matter.
I do want to talk about Dream a little bit, too. His play was very solid today. He did play well.
Game 1.
Yeah, it wasn't like our first match of the day where one player just unfortunately played really bad, but you know, he played well. He just got outclassed. It's okay. I'm sure we're going to see him again, but look at that. There's our results for the day. MVP Keen crushing TSL Revival. Liquid Hero taking down Infinity 7, crazy moving in a very close series. Startail Superstar getting taken out 2-0 by Slayer's Brown, and finally we had MVP Dream taken down by Slayer's BoxeR in a very convincing 2-0 victory.
And BoxeR just walking away, shaking the hands of many of his fans here today as he walked out, being a very manner-as-usual guy.
I talked to a couple people here. They came just to see him, but
he can't even escape, man. He's having to sign so many autographs right at this moment. He's like, well, I just need to go put my bag down, but they're like, no, BoxeR.
Moltrap looks so happy, too. He's like, yeah, he's just like, gave the fist pump thing. He's like BoxeR's biggest fan, actually, I think.
Maybe so.
But, yeah, it's very cool to see. Yep.
Well,
and let's take a look at our other results.
These are our brackets a little bit more fleshed out. Select Tassadar, Sage versus Finn, JYP versus Sase, Lucky versus Naniwa, and of course, we've got Ensnare versus Cezanne, Genius versus Symbol, Hongman versus Lovesick, our fourth person from Group F, and
Whoever
Soccer.
that's going to be. Yeah.
Soccer, teamless, of course, since the disbanding. We made Fox, so I'm kind of curious to see what his future's going to be.
Well, he's obviously practicing really hard, playing hard to make it back into Code A here. Now here is our GSL November.
These are Code S,
there.
Groups
Code
E
S.
and F. Yep. Happy versus Dongrygu should be a pretty awesome series. I think Dongrygu will probably take that one, but Gumiho versus Bomber should be awesome. Gumiho's been improving a lot recently.
I think Gumiho's going to crush Bomber. I'm just going to say it. I don't think Bomber is anywhere near as good as he used to be.
But Bomber, you know, he might really be preparing for this. I think that could be an exciting match. We don't really know. It could be exciting.
Wolf.
I agree with you. Though. I think Gumiho is definitely the favorite. He may even crush Bomber, but I don't know. Koka versus Oz should be a good one to watch. Koka's some of the best ZVP in the world, and Oz, a very up-and-coming player right now.
That's going to be a rematch from our Team Ace Invitational, too. And Oz did defeat Koka quite handily, in fact, in that. So that'll be an interesting rematch.
And don't forget Teja. This guy has been so good this entire time, even since the beta, and he's finally got his chance to shine here. He's in the Tufts group. He's with Koka, Oz, and Nada. So if you're a Teja fan, you got to watch that, see if he can break out there. If you're not a fan, see if he can beat Koka and Oz, man. It's going to be hard to beat Oz in this group.
Nada. He's one of those like Code S Limbo players. He's always around, you know, so we'll see if he's actually got what it takes to stay in Code S in this little bit harsher environment.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man.
Yep. We will see.
I'm always really happy to see Nada's play. He's a consistent player. I mean, he consistently makes it to the round of 16 and the round of 8. And I'm really happy with his play so far.
Dude, this season has been so exciting already.
And
I think
this
is
going to starting?
Yeah, this is actually, I think, going to be our best season of GSL yet. It's a new format. I think it's a much better format. If you're, everybody who's not a Code S player is happy with this format. So it's good for the fans. It's just a good format. So I'm excited to see how it all plays out.
I didn't want to distract you, but of course we've got a new winner prediction section of GoMTV.net. So check that out.
Yeah.
Go in there. You can vote Also, check out GoemTV on Twitter at GoemTV. You can follow me at ProxyWolf. You can follow Doa at GosuDoa.
That's right.
So please do all 3 of those things.
Do them.
Do them
in
right
any
now.
order you want.
Press
It doesn't
Control T
matter.
on your browser. Type in twitter.com. Look us all
right.
up. I know a lot of you guys already do. Do it.
Twitter's a great place to get news
See?
and stuff like that. Yeah. There it is. Look at that. A graphic for Twitter. What do you know? It's a good place to get news. You know, it's like my news source for what's going on in esports, you know?
Very true. Yeah, I love Twitter, man. It basically, if you follow the right people on Twitter, you get all the news you need.
You
You
do.
create your own news feed. You create your own news website. Twitter's it's just a great
You
tool,
forge your own destiny. I don't know. It's much more exciting than Twitter actually is. I'm
That's
sorry,
like
but-
a little bit of a
yeah,
stretch.
that's-
I don't know.
But it's still fun. This was a great set of matches today. It was a lot of fun casting with you, Wolf. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure
Yep.
casting with you as well, Doa. It's
Thank
always
you.
a pleasure.
Oh.
We like high five. Yeah.
Thanks again to our sponsors. Thank you at home for watching. Definitely stick around tomorrow for Code S. This has been the GSL Code A. Have a great rest of the night.